Hey, everybody.
What up?
Hi, Jessica. I didn't mention her last time.
People.
I feel like I should have mentioned her.
Other people.
But hello. Welcome to the Seth and Colby Show. This is our second episode.
It's the second one ever.
Of our fifth season?
First.
First season.
Negative second.
Yeah, fifth and first start with the same letter, so it's easily
Fifth and first?
confusable. Fifth and first. They're both F's. Yeah, that's a fact.
You can't skip 4 in a row to get to fifth.
What about if I went 50th and I skipped 49?
That's too many.
Every minute of our last episode was a season in itself.
That isn't true by any means of anything.
Well, welcome everybody. Today we're going to talk a lot about movies. We were going to talk about things that were cooler than that, but
we're not cool people.
Yeah, there's just nothing really that happened this week besides that whole healthcare thing, and we talked about that before the show, and we started sobbing, so we decided that we weren't going to talk about that.
Yeah.
We might still talk about it.
Maybe.
But yeah, I just want you all to remember, this is the Seth and Colby Show. Colby hates Guardians of the Galaxy.
I don't.
Remember that.
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, I know. I did.
I was thinking about seeing it so we can talk about it.
You should have saw it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
For the show, I should have saw it.
And also because it's a great movie.
Whatever.
We're going to have a full review. But we have to start the show first, so here's our minute-and-a-half long intro. If you haven't heard the show before, listen to the intro. If you have heard the show before, you can skip it, but you'll hurt our feelings.
Yeah.
It's a minute and a half.
It's a great intro.
Here we go.
Who are Seth and Colby? So-called podcast gods who blazed the trail for talk radio on the internet.
What a ridiculous name.
First partnering in 2008, Seth and Colby took the internet by storm with their unique views on the hot topics of the day.
Science is a liar sometimes.
We won't lie, they've been away a while. A lot of things may have changed.
45th President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump.
But Seth and Colby are here to teach you.
This is America. You're either a duper or a doobie. I'm a duper. You guys are the doopies.
To entertain you.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
And to make you laugh. Seth and Colby will dissect the world as it is. Movies, meme culture, music, weird science.
We didn't have time to work out the minutiae of the plan.
And they'll bring it to you in a lovely package that will delight you and those closest to you. Now, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, and attack helicopters, here are Seth and Colby.
Well, hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the high-energy intro that is the Seth and Colby Show.
Wow!
Our energy level, well, with the exception of that, our energy level generally doesn't match this, like, upbeat dubstep that's happening.
Man, we are upbeat.
We're so upbeat. Hip-hop horn. All right, guys, welcome to the Seth and Colby Show. This is episode 2. We're live every Sunday at 2 o'clock. There's a lot of 2s. Central Time at duo.com/live, DEWOH.com/live.
Do.
That's what we're like.
Oh.
It's like the dew on a leaf and when I realized I have to keep thinking of these now every week. I didn't have to start it on our first episode, but I did. So, do I leave an O?
Nope, now you gotta keep it up.
But if you're like most people, which I assume you are, you don't care about the video, you don't care about seeing Colby's sprinkly shirt and my Harambe tee. You care about hearing our voices in your eardomes. And that's why we're on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play. Just search Seth and Colby Show. We're right on there. You can also check out the video on demands on Duo's YouTube page. Just go and get everything at duo.com/Seth and Colby, DEWOH.com. You will learn to spell it by the time we're done with this show.
You have already.
They haven't.
You just don't know.
They still think it's DWA. And if you really want to be our bestest fans, you should totally buy a Seth and Colby Show t-shirt.
Yeah, we have several.
Hey, man, quit bumping my desk.
I hate your desk.
Dude, I do
too. It has
too.
been eyeballing
Oh, you know
me
what?
since I've got here.
You know what? Let's fade out the
like...
let's fade out the music because I need to do something before we really get going here on the show. Okay?
Okay.
I need to give you this.
No. I don't like gifts. Is it my butt thing?
Put that on your butt.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Put that on your butt.
Oh, thanks, man.
That is the butt cushion
butt
that I bought for that chair Colby's in. It is the worst chair in the history of chairs.
Wow, that's like sitting on an angel.
Yeah, isn't it much
Like,
better?
Just right on her face.
Yeah, that thing was $30,
That's
and
too
so was
expensive.
the chair.
We've now upgraded this.
Do you feel
chair.
like that chair is doubled now?
Yes.
with that cushion?
I mean,
'Cause I do.
honestly, yeah. It needs a back one.
Yeah. Do you
because-
feel like it would have been better to just spend
because
$60?
I'm back here, if I like
Yeah.
no gravity, just it's pulling me down.
Funny story for you. I was leaning back in that chair one time, and the bolt snapped off, and I just kept leaning all the way down to the floor.
That's happened to me
So
before.
I had to go to Home Depot. That screw in there in that $30 chair, believe it or not, the components are not that great. What a surprise. But that $30 chair had a plastic bolt in it. Like it's a metal encased and it's just plastic. So I snapped that mother
That's
liquor in
so
half, dude.
Stupid.
It was crazy.
It's a chair. It's not supposed to
Yeah.
snap in half.
So I went across the street to Ace and got like a titanium bolt, and I'm like, this will hold up my big fat back.
That's happened to me in one of my chairs, and I just put it back together, and I'm still sitting on the same chair.
Yeah.
So eventually it will happen again.
Yeah.
But I also broke a drum stool, like mid drum, and almost speared my ass. Because it broke.
stool, like,
it's
goes
a
straight up?
really cheap one, so
Okay.
it's not like any sort of like hinge system. It's very just basic. You put a screw through a hole, and that stops the the seat from going down
yeah.
lower. So yeah, I just broke that, and then the whole metal just ripped and became a death spike. And if I didn't fall to the side of it,
man.
I would have been impaled, and that would have been the worst doctor call to make.
Yep.
An ambulance.
Doctor, I've got a stool up my butt.
That would have been an embarrassing time because I was in high school, and I would have had to live through that with a butt cast on.
That would have been horrible.
That would have been great.
Yeah, think of all the ladies
one
you
would
wouldn't
love
have
that.
got that you did get
I
while
got
you're in high
so
school.
many, man. I was just raking them in.
I remember so many. A
Yep.
new lady
My,
every night.
5 foot self, you
Yep.
know? Yeah, 5
hey,
foot.
you were like 5'2".
5 foot. About $110.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was real
Yeah,
attractive.
man, you were sexy.
I know.
You were just.
You don't have to tell
so
me
sexy,
twice.
yeah.
I was there.
So I went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy on Friday, man.
Did you?
Yeah.
The one that I said that I didn't quite
Yeah.
Like-
I think you said you hated it.
I didn't never say it. I said never did I that I hated Guardians
You said
of
you
the
hated Marvel. That's what you said. I
said,
remember
I'm
you saying
getting there. I'm getting there.
that. Well, Guardians of the Galaxy is better than Star Wars. I was gonna say.
Oh! Oh no, you didn't.
I did.
Oh no,
I
you
said it.
didn't.
I did.
Okay.
I did, girlfriend.
No.
I said that Guardians of the Galaxy is better than Star Wars.
That's terrible.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. The original Guardians, I liked. It was good.
Uh-huh.
I don't understand the that happens in the community for Guardians. Okay, because there's a lot of suckling. All right, people love
can't
that
do that.
movie.
Okay,
all right.
uh-huh.
They like. Wouldn't you agree that most people think? Like the general
They
consensus is
jizzed
Guardians is the
like
best one.
A bucket load, like when it
Right.
came out, it was like it's the next Star Wars.
Right. For me, Guardians 1 was not the best Marvel movie.
Uh-huh.
I liked it, but it was I don't know, it was I don't even know how to explain
Too
it.
new,
I
too
really
weird? You
liked
didn't
it.
know
No,
anything about it?
I didn't really think it was weird or too new. It was just good to me. It wasn't like it was when I went and saw like Inception or Interstellar for the
Right.
first time. Like it blew my mind whole. Like it was
Yeah.
just a really good space movie with some comedy in it.
Okay.
All right. Guardians 2, as Frank Reynolds said, crank the burners up to 11.
my
All right.
gosh.
It is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
Really?
It is hilarious. And it I think it succeeds better than the first one for that exact reason.
Just because it's funnier.
Because the first one felt like any other Marvel movie to me, which is why I didn't understand. Like it had different characters and there's a talking raccoon. Okay, I get it. You know, it's
Right.
weird. But
Tree
like
Man, yeah.
it's just another Marvel origin story where there's 4 people and they got to battle and save the universe.
Yep.
This movie is not like that. It is not an origin story. I totally agree with the fact that they did it a couple months after the first Guardians and years before Avengers.
Okay.
I think it works better that way because you actually get to see the people bond instead of
They're
just, hey, we're
lures,
meeting
so
for the
they
first
gotta
time.
develop
Right.
who they are.
Right, exactly. And I don't feel like people like Captain America and stuff get that. And I think that's one of the reasons I like the movie so much is that you just got to hang out with the characters. And it's so dang funny.
Yeah.
And the very end is crazy. It's crazy at the end.
Crazy.
I can't tell you because it'll ruin it.
Mind blending.
Everyone
crazy.
dies.
Mind blending.
The
crazy.
universe explodes. Infinity War is
man.
about them rebuilding the universe.
You broke my brain.
I know, man. Your brain's broke.
Brain's broke.
But yeah, you have to go see. It's better than Star Wars. I'm gonna say it's better than Star Wars.
Which one?
All of them. All of them.
God.
I would rather watch Guardians of the Galaxy in this style. I would rather watch 6 of those movies and watch. If Star Wars didn't exist, I would be okay with that.
Oh my God.
It's got
too big
better
of a
space
claim.
battles. It's got better ground battles. It's got more humor. It's got better writing. It's got better characters.
I just hope you wait till The Last Jedi.
And I will
eat
say,
your words.
the only trailers that played before this movie were Disney trailers.
Right.
It was Thor, it was Pirates, and it was Star Wars. Wow. And I saw The Last Jedi on the screen, and I'm just like, I don't know. I want to see The Last Jedi. It looks amazing. All right. But it looks just like the other Star Wars movies. How many X-Wings is Poe Dameron going to have explode before he takes out insurance or something?
He's
Also,
got insurance, man.
why are
He's
all...
getting paid so much. The rebellions are ballers.
Why? No, they're not.
Resistance.
Why if they're so
They're the
baller,
only
why are they
ones left.
always getting attacked?
They're the only ones left.
Who's blowing up all their stuff if they're always getting into the ballers, man? It don't make sense.
The First Order are a bunch of jackholes. They're just
So they just
they're
sneak in and
just
place bombs
sending
all
red
the time?
lasers through planets and blowing people up, wiping existence
Yeah, and they've
off
been doing
of.
that for 6 movies.
Yeah.
You know, maybe the rebels should do something about it. You know,
They
once
try.
and for all. But what do they do?
They try.
How do
they
they try?
They fight. They get knocked down. They get back up again. Do it all around.
I think the problem with the Rebel Alliance is that there's 8 million people in it. 7,999,985 of them are total worthless hunks of meat. There's 15 people on the rebellion that actually get stuff done. Because if you think about it, the giant planet killer gets taken down by 3 dudes. Okay, in Rogue One, the entire Death Star plans gets taken by 2 dudes.
No one said that the people in white helmets have smart brains. Okay.
Right.
You want the villain to be dumb so they're easily beatable.
Well, I was thinking about this in Rogue One. All right.
no.
Remember how the fish man shows up with the entire armada?
Yes.
Half of it gets blown up.
Yeah.
Remember that for just no reason?
Right.
What did he accomplish by showing up?
He got the Death Star plans.
No, okay, so he was there to receive a signal?
Yeah.
That was it.
Yep.
So all those people showed up, all those millions and millions of Republic credits or whatever they used back then, gone to waste so he could get an
They had
IM
to-
from the planet.
Yeah.
I mean, they have spaceships that shoot lasers. He couldn't
Why
email
is
it?
this so hard to understand? It's space technology, man.
No, it isn't. This
Spaceness.
is 1980s technology.
You want to try
You
to
have to
send
be
a
line of
beam?
sight from the satellite. Let me call you on my comm, though. That can literally go anywhere. But I literally have a hard disk with the plans on it. By the way, there's no cloud. There's no
It
cloud.
was a secured planet that wasn't capable of sending out communication electronicness. Now, get why the shield thing
Yeah.
stopped the stuff from going
right,
out.
but did they help
But
at
then
all
once
in
it blew
disabling the
up-
shield?
I can't remember.
I think they crashed a Star Destroyer into it, and that's what took out the shield.
Yeah.
But the shield was only
Wow.
raised in the first place because they showed up.
It was always on. What are you talking
No,
about?
the hole was always open. You just
Yes.
parked and you waited, and then they gave you clearance, or they shut the thing and you
But
died.
The rest of everywhere was not open. So you're telling me they shoot through that tiny little hole?
Yeah.
Is that what they did in the movie?
Data signal. It's
I
not
thought
a
they
kite.
shot it
They
when
have to
everything
fly.
was down. I don't know, man. You're
All I'm
talking about
saying-
random stuff.
All I'm saying is that there's 15 people in the Rebel Alliance who save the world over and over again, and then the rest of them just sink money, and it's worthless. And every time I think about the Star Wars universe, I take a big poop on it because it's the least formed universe in the world, and Guardians of the Galaxy is better.
Is better.
It's better.
I should have seen it.
You should have seen
Now
it.
I want to know.
It's really
what
good.
better than Star Wars is, Mr.
I mean, I don't know if
Big
you'll like it
Claims.
better than Star Wars. It's really not fair to compare it to Star Wars, honestly. Like,
Well, you did.
objectively, it's
You
not.
just
Because
done
it's like,
done it.
in space, they share that.
Mhm.
Laser guns, they share that.
Yep.
Spaceships that fly through space, they share that.
Swords of some type, they share that.
Yeah, but they're actual swords and Guardians. They're not laser swords.
Still.
So, but really, end of similarities. Like,
There's
Star
green
Wars-
people.
there are green people.
There's aliens.
There's blue people in both
There's,
also. There's probably some alien in both movies that
cockpit scenes.
Pinella is attracted to.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Sex.
Not really in Guardians.
Yeah, not much in Star Wars either. There was like 1, 2, 3 females,
Yeah.
I think.
There was that nip slip from that Twi'lek in Return of the Jedi.
Don't remember
that happened.
Twi'lek?
Yeah, the green dancing with the big. You don't even know the races?
Oh, God.
You call yourself a nerd?
I'm no nerd like that, man. I had toys and stuff, but
No Twi'lek toys, though?
no Twi'lek toys. I think my parents avoided that one. They were like, weird, naked, half lady green
No, I'm not
woman.
getting him a
Not for-
naked
not
green
for
alien
Colby,
lady.
no.
That's not what I'm doing.
No.
I'm Colby's parents.
So better than Star Wars. I can't believe it.
Dude, it's
I
a better
can't
franchise,
believe
man.
it. No.
I mean, Star Wars are good until you start thinking about them, and then they get dumber.
You could say that
and
for
dumber.
Inception and Interstellar.
No,
Yeah.
Interstellar, sure.
Yeah.
Inception's perfect.
Inception's perfect.
Inception's perfect. Shoot a hole in Inception. Let's see you do it. Do it.
I don't.
You
I
can't.
don't have it off the top of my head, but
because it's perfect.
something stupid in it. And then once you figure it out, ruins the whole movie.
All right,
It's
you
on
got
the
me.
audience to figure that out and tell me because I don't know, but it's there.
Okay, man, you got me.
Just like The Dark Knight Rises was supposed to be the end of the epic Chris Nolan saga, and then it was like half-assed.
Yeah, it was just all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just segue right into this since we're talking about Chris Nolan. All right. By the way, wrap up. Go see Guardians. Better than Star Wars.
I will.
Seth
now.
review. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go see it tonight.
I'll try.
Yeah. You won't.
Nope. At some point, man.
So, me and Colby are both massive. I think it's fair to say massive Chris Nolan fans, right?
Yes.
Like we've seen all of his
Minus
movies.
The Dark Knight Rises and like the whole.
But The Dark Knight
stuff
Rises
that-
was still okay.
It was still good.
It was fine.
It was fine. It was entertaining the first time, and then
Right.
upon
well,
rewatching,
if you stack The Dark Knight Rises up against other superhero movies, it's
I would
really,
much
really
prefer
good.
to watch The Dark Knight
Right.
Rises over the Suicide Squad again.
Yeah.
Yes.
The problem is you stack it up against The Dark Knight, which is a masterpiece.
Yes, because I could watch that movie until the end of time. I
Right.
think,
That
just
movie
on
is
the
that
constant
is that
repeat.
movie is flawless.
Yes,
It
that
really
one's
is.
really good.
Yeah.
There's some things I've heard people poke holes
All right,
in it.
let's hear it.
I don't remember.
Is it up to the audience to point these one out too?
Well, like the Joker's plan is just all sorts of just based on luck. Like he wants to get put into the police station, but then he just blows it up.
But I
and
think
does
that's part of the
nothing with it.
Joker's
I just
charm.
don't know.
I think that's part of what he does.
maybe you're right.
I think that's part of his character.
I would agree.
Okay.
But I've heard holes. That's all I'm saying.
Well, people, they
great.
could poke holes,
it's great.
but those holes may be not holes.
It's great.
All right, so the newest Chris Nolan movie is Dunkirk,
Dunkirk.
which is about some military thing that happened in England.
World War II.
It's based on a true story.
Two.
basically.
I think it's two.
All right, let me look it up. Dunkirk. Like we'll just spoil the whole movie because
Let's see.
based on
I'm
true
gonna
facts.
guess real quick off of what I think
Okay.
I know, and then you can tell me. If
All right,
I'm
go
right or
ahead.
not. All right. There are people in the British Army that are trapped somewhere. I'm assuming
Okay. Very long.
in enemy territory.
Okay.
And they can't get back because like people are bombing the ships that try and come pick them up and stuff, and then like normal citizens start helping out with smaller boats that aren't going to get caught.
You
by-
gleaned this from the trailer,
yeah,
didn't you? Yeah.
basically, that's it.
Yeah, I think
I watched the trailer.
I think that's it, man.
It's got to be more than that
Let's see here.
because Tom Hardy's playing a jet pilot man who's all badass and shoots people and stuff. So that's got to be the main.
Dude, do you think
plot.
Tom Hardy was like, Chris, man, good to hear from you. Got a project for me? And he's like, "Yo, Tom Hardy," this is my Chris Nolan. He's like, "Yo,
Tom
you got
Hardy.
we're gonna put you in a war movie called Dunkirk." And he's like, "Sweet dude, I'm so happy to be in a movie where there's not shit covering my face the entire time." JK gonna be in a plane, Tom, with a big mask over your face the whole movie. All you
Gonna
gotta
muffle
do.
your voice again, and they're gonna be very similar to Bane. Are you down for that? You may have a tan line on your face for 6 months later. It's possible. Would you like that to happen?
Dude, that tan line was horrible.
No,
that poor
would've
man.
sucked.
That deserved hazard pay.
Yeah.
Really,
I'm
it did.
sure he got something, man.
Yeah, probably
Something.
millions of dollars in
Just
package,
like
right?
infinite tans for the rest of his life to get back to normal.
On May 10th, 1940, Winston Churchill became Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. By the 26th of May, the BEF and I don't know what the BEF is.
I'm singing Star Wars.
The British
BBF, British
Empire,
back
Imperial.
enforcement.
Why when it's Empire is it an E, but when it's Imperial it's an I?
Not how I would spell it.
That's stupid, isn't it? Isn't that dumb?
There's
Like, I wanted to
probably
make
some
BEF,
reason.
British Imperial Forces, but that'd be Biff.
The Biff. Yep.
That's stupid.
BEF, is that what it is?
Yeah.
The British Environmental Friendlyhood.
Friendlyhood. Let's see. Is there just like a summary? Wikipedia, is it
It's
just
called
like a
the
summary?
first paragraph.
The first paragraph says the Battle of Dunkirk took place in Dunkirk, France, during the Second World War between the Allies and Nazi Germany as part of the Battle of France on the Western Front. The Battle of Dunkirk was the defense and evacuation of British and Allied forces in Europe
Boom.
from May 26th to June 4th. That didn't tell me anything that we
Really
didn't know.
early.
Yeah, it's really early in the war, isn't it? I like how the people, like the people in a war are the belligerents.
It's a weird word.
I'm going to take place in this war, which makes me a belligerent.
I'm belligerently going into war to massacre thousands of people.
But
To save thousands of people.
anyway, basically, I think Colby explained it. The movie is these people get trapped in France, and they have to be rescued
On a
by normal
beach,
people.
Yeah, but has no cover, and they get shot at by planes. And
So
other
I've
planes
got
come to
this
save
trailer
them.
here.
Yeah.
Do you want to watch the trailer?
Yeah, I mean,
so we can
might as
refresh
well.
our memories.
Go for it.
We're gonna hear the audio. People watching live will not see the video. Sorry about you, but not really. So here you go. We're gonna play the audio right now. Feel free to tell me to pause it if
It's like trending on. Oh no, it's not anymore. But it's on YouTube.
it's on YouTube.
What has happened is a colossal military disaster. We shall go on to the end. We shall never surrender.
I mean, right now there's a bunch of people getting their heads down. Yeah. They're with the bomb right there. When 400,000 men couldn't get home. Okay, let's stop right here. Why are there ticking clocks?
Chris likes clocks, man. They tell time and stuff.
I mean, how many of his movies are about clocks?
3 out of 4 out of the
So many.
6.
Because Memento's about time.
Damn it, 5 out of the
Okay.
6.
The Prestige is about like doppelgangers, so probably not really time, right?
Yeah, not.
Inception, totally about time.
Yep.
Interstellar, totally about time.
Yep.
Batman movies don't really have anything to do with time.
No.
There's a lot of times where like the clock is ticking, but like not really another time.
It's either clocks or like one violin tone just dragged out for a while. Or a high pitched one.
All right, let's continue with this stupid trailer.
We're soldiers. They're standing.
Yeah,
on
just
a
getting
beach,
bombed,
Just
yeah.
getting bombed.
Home came for them.
The call went
Probably
out.
making fun
We
of
have
us
to go to
like people are
Dunkirk.
still alive from this.
Ready on the front line.
they're definitely all
You
dead,
don't
right?
know what it was like.
Into
They're
war,
definitely
George.
dead, right?
I'll be useful, sir.
I mean,
One of ours.
they're close, but they're
It's on me.
Okay, there's
Tom Hardy.
there's Tom Hardy.
I'm on him.
He's in.
All right, we're gonna pause again. Tom Hardy's friend said, "He's on me," and Tom Hardy said, "I'm on him."
Except he said, "I'm on him,"
Yeah.
which sounded just like Bane.
Yeah, he did. We
He's-
should get you a cup. so you
Hello,
can do your
I
Bane.
am Bane.
Here, talking to
Please.
this.
Please do not mess with the children.
You will die, Batman.
It's just perfect.
I will foil your plans to ruin I turn into Kermit the Frog.
That's not Kermit.
I don't know what happened there at the end, but that was not Bane.
It went away.
We should have just quit after
It
one
went away.
one sentence. But like, I feel like that's their attempt at being badass, and it ain't.
And it ain't.
It
Just
ain't
straight
bad.
ain't, man. I shot that plane out there. It went down in the ground. I shit it.
I'm on him.
I'm on him.
I'm on him.
He's on me.
The guy's just eating jelly with Beretta. Jelly on bread. The Yale torpedo.
They need to send more ships.
And like
Every hour.
they're just rescuing people out of the thing. I don't know. Like, I guess I don't understand why this movie's gonna be so mind blowing. Yeah. It looks just like a war movie, and I expect more from Christopher Nolan.
Where are we going? Dunkirk.
Like, he's never played around with real life. Like, every one of his movies, even if they're based in reality, have had some element of fantasy to them that made them interesting. And this, to me, just looks like, I'm not gonna. It may be a great war movie,
Right.
but I don't feel like it's gonna be a great Christopher Nolan movie. Does that make sense?
It just, I feel like he's got a.
It's too
I don't know
vanilla.
why he's. Yeah, I don't know why he's telling this story over something that that he would.
Right.
I don't know why he wants to tell this story unless he's doing it for some
It's
other
also
thing
got
that
the
he wants to
weirdest
tell.
cast in it. Like, it's got
Cillian Murphy, and then
it's got
basically
all the
everybody who's
staples,
worked,
but Michael Caine ain't in it.
Yeah.
But Zayn Malik is from One Direction is in this movie.
That's weird.
Why? Also, Kenneth Branagh is in this movie, and apparently the only thing he can do is do this. Because that's every scene in the trailer is him taking off his hat and gasping. I don't know if you noticed that, but that's literally what he's doing this whole trailer.
Who that person is.
He's this guy. Let's see. I bet he's right up front. Let's see. Yep, right there. There he is, taking his hat off, gasping.
Yep.
I think he just did it as his ship was sinking.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna take his hat off and gasp. Oh, he had his hat on there, but I bet he takes it off at some point.
Gasped
Yeah.
again, though.
But this guy right here, this dude, he's a really good actor. So I'm kind of hyped to see him in it.
I'm not going back. If we go, they will die.
And I like Cillian Murphy, and I like how they're all using their actual accents for once.
Should be at home.
There's no hiding from this, son. We have a job to do.
Turn it around.
We shall fight
Like,
on the
I just
beaches.
don't get it. Like, unless
We shall fight on the landing ground.
like all this footage that you're seeing is real. Like, everything's practical.
Right.
And I don't get why the point of it is, or what's spectacular about it. You know?
Well, that was the first time I jumped ship on Dunkirk. There's Tom Hardy's plane getting shot. Or Tom Hardy shooting somebody. It's hard to tell because he's got a mask over his entire face. But that's when I jumped ship on this movie, is when I read about how, Christopher Nolan always uses practical effects. Like the big, like the one everyone uses, like an Inception when the room is spinning. Like he built an actual spinning room and made Joseph Gordon-Levitt run through the spinning room and rehearse it all. For the scenes on the beach, he used cardboard cutouts of soldiers interspersed with soldier extras, real life extras dressed as soldiers to make the crowd look bigger than it was, which to me is unnecessary. Like, why not just use CGI?
Because
Can you come up with one reason why a cardboard cutout would be better than CGI?
it's so far away you wouldn't be able to tell.
You could make the same excuse for CGI.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, there's no real reason.
Because,
to do it,
like-
other than you're being a douche.
Yeah, exactly. You're just being a douche. It's like, instead of using
I
computers.
understand it would be completely easier to use a computer to give me
Right,
my
and
crowd.
probably look better, because I guarantee you
Please.
ILM or whoever worked on this movie absolutely edited out those cardboard people and put digital people in there,
Yeah,
and then
because I
didn't
didn't see
tell 'em.
anything like cardboard
Right.
people in the trailer.
Like,
so,
cardboard people aren't 3D, dude. Like, if you're an extra, I feel like it would be much easier to stand there and be like, all right, they're going to add 3 people around me in this empty area than it would be to be like, that's a cardboard man. I have to act next to a cardboard man. I'm literally as valuable as a cardboard man.
Yep.
Like, that to me is, it doesn't make sense.
Hey, at least
And then they
it's
got Tom
practical,
Hardy
man.
flying around on a plane for half the movie. There's no way he's flying around in a World War II bomber for that whole movie. So, like, you spare no expense, but then you just do.
Somebody may be flying around in that thing.
Dude, knowing Chris Nolan, it's totally possible that he decided to make this movie so he could get to fly World War II fighter jets
I might
on
be
Warner
it,
Brothers'
like,
dime.
literally in front of his eyes. Like,
Right.
not CGI or not
Right.
in the computer. Like, he wanted to be there
Yeah,
witnessing.
he's like, I want to sink
dog
boats
fight.
in my next movie
Yeah, like,
because I've
let's
always wanted to
make
see
it
boats
happen,
blow up.
Captain, make it happen.
I feel like that's what he's like. You remember when I directed Interstellar? You remember when I directed Inception? His accent's different now. My impression totally changed. Remember when I directed the Dark Knight trilogy? Warner Brothers, I want to blow up boats.
I want to blow up boats, please.
I want 5 battle boats, destroyers, outside my apartment at 8
Planes.
a.m., and I want to blow them up.
Make everyone shoot each other. I want actual death.
I mean, it's kind of, it feels ridiculous to me that he's got to do all these practical effects, but then, like, the whole movie's about blowing up old boats. And,
Yeah.
like, you don't think
We'll
he built
see.
old boats, did he?
I would not put it past him. He built a room that spun in circles. So it's
Yeah, but a room
definitely
that spins in
possible.
circles, to me, is not nearly as crazy as
Or
building
intricate.
a full boat.
I don't know, man. That set for Interstellar was pretty intricate and detailed.
All it says here is he wrote a 112-page screenplay, decided to make the film as a triptych told from 3 perspectives: the air, the land, and the sea. Hoyt van Hoytema, who previously collaborated with Nolan in his 2014 film Interstellar, shows the cinematographer. Nolan made a deal with Warner Brothers whereby he would receive a $20 million salary plus 20% of the box office gross, the most lucrative deal since Peter Jackson received the same amount for King Kong. So he made $20 million and 20% of the gross.
That's why he's doing it then.
And he gets to blow up boats
And
all
yeah,
day.
He just gets to do a
And make
film
cardboard
that's
people.
easier than his other films have been, I'm sure. Like plot wise.
So he's doing this for the money.
Yeah. He's a sellout! Oh no!
How did Warner Brothers agree to this? Like, if this movie makes $500 million, which I
Right.
assume it will,
Which it might not.
I think
What's
it
the
would.
budget?
Oh, who knows?
It's gotta be.
It's got to be over 200 million.
This isn't no box office hit.
But okay, when does it come out?
Great question. I don't know.
I think that's the
July?
problem.
I don't
okay?
know.
When does Spider-Man come out?
June, May, July.
Maybe Spider-Man wasn't the best one.
I'm not into Marvel at the moment.
When does Star Wars come out?
December 18th.
Yeah, like, but
Something
you
like
love
that.
Chris Nolan movies as much as you love Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
Like me and you, this movie is for us.
Right, it's a Chris.
Like,
yeah.
we like Chris Nolan, we like boats blowing up, and we like seeing Tom Hardy. Like, those are like our 3 like winning
Yep,
movie
there you go. You
combinations.
got that.
This
We're
one
in.
checks all those boxes,
Right.
and I could not tell you if this movie comes out later this year, in 2 weeks, in 2 months, if it's next year's movie.
I think it's this year's movie. I
It-
think we can say that.
July 21st is when this comes out. So it comes out in
I
July.
said July.
Well, I mean, it just said that in the trailer we watched.
That's true.
And neither of us noticed.
That is
I mean, obviously, you noticed
That's the
subliminally
point
at
of your
least.
point. Yep. Yeah.
And so if they spent $200 million of that, which $40 million of that budget, even if they make it all back, goes to Chris Nolan because he makes 20%. No, wait, 20% of $200 million would be $40 million. Right?
We're both bad at math. Why do you do this to us?
1% of $200 million is $2 million.
Yep.
So 10% is $20 million. 20% is $40 million.
There you go.
So he's going to make $60 million just built into the budget of the movie.
That's ridiculous. This is the most lucrative deal since
So,
Peter Jackson.
If they make $300 million box office on this movie,
Why?
they only made $40 million on this
This
movie.
was a Warner Brothers choice?
Yeah, it's Warner Brothers. That's what Christopher
the
Nolan
hell?
works
That's
with.
like I mean, it's just because that's one of the only things they got going now, right?
Well, they got Chris Nolan, they got DC.
Oh, they do got DC. Yeah, they're spreading themselves too thin.
I just don't how couldn't they spend that much money on this movie?
I don't know.
Also, it's a summer movie.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a war movie should be in the winter so it's nominated for Oscars.
Right.
Because, like, isn't Christopher Nolan one of those guys that's, like, never been nominated or whatever? And it's like, I think Memento might have got him some shit, but
Yeah.
let me look. Like, it'll say on here, like, Where's this things?
Where's this thing's at?
Let's see. Maybe not. Oh, list of awards and nominations. Academy Awards. So he was nominated for Best Picture and Best Original Screenplay for Inception, and he was nominated for Best Original Screenplay for Memento. So he has been nominated 3 times, but he's never won. Like, you make a war movie so you win Oscars, right? Like, that's why Mel Gibson came back.
Yep.
Right? So he could be nominated for Oscars again.
I think.
So he made a war movie because that's how you get it.
Who produced that? I don't remember, but
Mel Gibson
that was a
didn't
risk.
He? Was it?
I wonder what studio
Was it
he went
Hacksaw
with.
Ridge?
Yeah. Hacksaw. Hack?
No,
Yeah.
it was Hawk.
It's not Hawk. It's Hacksaw.
It is Hacksaw. Hacksaw Ridge right there.
Hacksaw.
Hey,
Ridge.
Wikipedia knew it, man.
Hawk-a-dock-a-dock-a-saw. Hawk-a-dock-a-dock-a-saw, man. Come on.
Let's see. It was development. It was in development hell for 14 years.
Wow.
Let's see. IM Global closed the deal to finance the film, sold in the international market. Lionsgate acquired the North American distributions. So it was Lionsgate.
Hawksaw Ridge.
So,
Yeah, Lionsgate. Right.
yeah, I mean, whatever. But the point is
You
that
do it for the Oscar.
I feel like Chris Nolan's doing this movie for the money, and that's the only reason he's doing this movie. And I think you hit the nail on the head. I think it's easy. It's easier to do this movie than it is to do Inception.
I would think.
And so that's why he's doing it.
Yep.
Because he's going to make $60 million to blow up boats.
Then what if he just self-funds his next project?
I feel like he could do that now.
Yeah.
And
well,
also,
yeah.
I don't
And he
think he
wouldn't
would.
have to.
Yeah, I don't think he will. Because if he can come back to Warner Brothers and make another $60 million, like, you got to think of like Entourage terms. Like, Ari Gold is not going to get a deal worse than his last one.
Yeah.
His next movie will be just as good, if not better.
That's crazy.
And he could just keep, like, the next movie will be a kid's movie. He's going to make one about a toilet who sings songs. It'll be by Chris Nolan, director of Inception and the Dark Knight trilogy.
That'd be terrible.
We bring you Toily,
Oh, God.
the toilet man. That's what we do, man.
Please no.
No? Okay.
Please no.
Well, how about The Dark Tower, man? Did you see this trailer?
It looks weird. It's a book, right?
Yeah, it's a Stephen King book. Also, I absolutely hate how all these trailers have 5-second trailers before them because they want you, when it's in an ad, to stick and watch the trailer.
Right.
For thousands of generations, the gunslingers were knights.
Do you know anything about this thing?
Sworn to protect us from the coming of the dark.
Damn.
Was not expecting a child to be the main character.
Yeah, it is. There's always got to be the child. He's the story. He's the plot.
The man in black and the
The other guys
gunslinger.
are just,
They're just
there.
dreams. They're not real, Jake.
He can like bend space-time with his mind, apparently, is what's happening right here.
There's another world.
It's a
out
real
there.
sci-fi.
Yeah. Well, it's Stephen King, right? Like, you think it's got to be supernatural in some way.
Or something.
No, dude, that man writes so many books.
Who's the murder guy?
Grisham? John Grisham?
Alex.
It's you.
Baldwin?
You're a gunslinger, right?
God, I don't remember.
There are no gunslingers. Not anymore.
Why does the man in black
Idris
want to
Elba.
destroy the tower?
Love Idris Elba.
The tower
Yeah.
protects both our worlds. If it falls, hell will be unleashed.
See, there's some
He's
supernatural
like
demon.
the devil, isn't he?
No, he's worse. You can't stop what's coming. Death
Matthew McConaughey
always
is worse than the devil.
Yeah. You don't like Matthew
Your world might
McConaughey?
be gone,
Is that true? You don't like
but
him?
mine isn't.
Dude,
Let that tower fall.
I do and I don't. You got Wolf of Wall Street. You
Okay.
got Interstellar.
Yep. He was good in that, right?
And then on the other hand, you got Magic Mike.
Yep.
And
he did Magic Mike
and,
2
and the
after
Lincoln,
those movies you just
and
mentioned.
the Lincoln commercials. and
Yeah, those
and
Lincoln
basically
commercials are hard to make
everyone
excuses for.
everywhere has a Matthew McConaughey impression. And you only got to get to an impression. That's like becoming a meme, you know? You only get there by being,
Matthew McConaughey.
hated and liked like at the same time.
Well,
That's the
like,
only way
he
you
is a
get there.
caricature of
Yeah,
himself.
Right.
Like, I think that's why it was so crazy when he won an Oscar, because he's Matthew McConaughey in basically every role he plays,
Mm-hmm.
but all of a sudden he's not. Like, he's been Matthew McConaughey for 30 years,
Who'd he play?
banging
Was it
Jennifer
that
Lopez and all those
Dallas
things.
Buyers?
Yeah, and then he was in True Detective, too. Like, he had a big year where he was in Dallas Buyers Club, they had True Detective, and Interstellar, like, all within, like, a year of each other.
Huh.
And I, like, changed his career. But he's also still in Magic Mike, too.
Yeah.
And he's also, like, a year ago got caught, you know, for indecent exposure for, like, cooking catfish naked in his backyard. So, like, he's Matthew McConaughey.
He's Matthew McConaughey.
That's just what he does.
And, yeah.
But, I don't know, man. I'm kind of hyped for this.
You're hyped.
I don't know anything about it. I like
so
Idris
done
Elba
with
shooting
movies.
guns. How are you done with movies, man?
They're all the same. They're all the same. Look at this information that you have to learn. Now that you've learned this information, let's move on with the plot. The plot is we need to fight a whole bunch of people. Oh, we fought all those people. Now we semi-won. At the very end, oh, wait, there's a cliffhanger. Come back for the next one. Done.
That's not at all how Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is. Just
Oh,
for
is
the
it
record.
not?
No, it's not.
Is it not?
It's
that's,
not.
That's pretty darn accurate, I feel like. You learn some stuff. You get to the plot. You move along. They face something.
No.
They'll end it in air quotes, and then at the end they'll be like, "Oh fucking shit! You gotta come back for the next one."
No. Not how Guardians ends at all. Nope, not even close. The ending is very definitive. There's
you tell
absolutely
me
no
100% for a
cliffhanger.
fact that this movie's not gonna end that way.
Oh, this movie has like 7 books in its series.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but this one's...
I'm so sick of
I think-
everything just being part one.
Yeah, I'm with you. I can see that. Everything is setting up a
I'm
new
very
world.
Sick. Yeah,
like every
long
because
stories. Like, give me a good fucking 2-hour and 20-minute movie.
That's Dunkirk.
Yeah,
right?
I guess. You
don't need any backstory for that. World War II, that's your backstory.
It's a pretty simple story, though. Like, I mean, people are trapped. They die. They may or may not get out.
But you realize how ironic it is what you're saying right now, because
That was just
the entire part of where we're at right now in the Marvel universe is not the beginning anymore, and now you're out.
Yep.
Like, they spent 5 years doing all the intros, and now we're smack dab in the meat in the middle where all your met all the characters are. In the meat. And you're like,
still
no.
4 years off from Infinity War.
No,
We're
it's
not
a
in
year.
the meat of anything.
It's a year from it's a year from today.
4 years off.
No, it's a year from today.
In Guardians, it's 4 years off. The plot is still way back in time at the moment.
What about Doctor
So
Strange?
what's the next one?
Okay, that was an origin story.
Thor.
Yeah, Thor. Thor will be the one that sets
is
up
just
Infinity
gonna-
War.
Really?
Yeah, because Spider-Man will also be origin stories.
Yep.
It will be. But
Stop introducing people!
They kind of, I think Spider-Man's is going to be better than usual because they already introduced him. He's already Spider-Man.
Twice in
no,
this
3
decade?
times. 3 times because
In
Toby,
the past
Andrew
2
Garfield,
decades,
and then this new guy.
3 times. Enough of Spider-Man.
Do you not like Spider-Man?
I'm so done with Spider-Man.
I don't really like Spider-Man.
I can't take it after seeing Mr. Maguire and his stupid
That's
ass
like-
emo hair.
That's
That-
a
I just
very,
won't-
it's a very unpopular opinion. I not like Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm not a big fan of Spider-Man.
I know. I'm just. It's not.
Like, he's absolutely fine. He's okay.
Yeah.
I just don't care.
I would like to the best thing about Spider-Man would be a good Spider-Man video game. That'd be
Well, they're
fun
making one.
as hell.
You know, they're making
I
one.
want VR stuff, and I want to be Spider-Man.
PlayStation is coming out for
flying around.
PlayStation 4 later this year.
Yeah.
It won't have VR. You have to go buy that, but
I'd assume, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good thing for Spider-Man. But
Yeah.
this movie, I'm just like, okay, you're gonna tell me the same flippant story I've heard
the Marvel video
for my
games.
entire life now.
No, because they're not going to do Uncle Ben or any of that. Didn't all the other movies have Uncle Ben in them?
Yeah,
Like, Toby's definitely did. I can't really remember Andrew Garfield's because it was so forgettable. I feel like it also had my uncle dead, Aunt May.
definitely did because I don't even remember the first
Yeah,
one.
it wasn't
I remember
good.
the second one because
The
Jamie
second one
Foxx was a
bad.
blue guy.
God, that was horrible. Put Jamie Foxx in it, make him blue and lightning. And then also add in a lizard. Didn't they have a lizard in that one too? Or something?
No, that was the first one.
That was the first one.
Lizard Man
They all
was the
blend
first
together,
one.
man.
Yep.
It's too many.
Because the Lizard Man killed Gwen Stacy's dad or whatever.
That's right. They killed Gwen Stacy in the second Spider-Man.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
did that.
That was a brutal scene, though. I'll give it that. That was pretty intense. But other than
Well,
that,
you knew they were going to end because they killed Emma Stone off. Like, you can't come back and make a third movie without Emma Stone, right? Like, she won an Oscar.
yeah.
And that's another thing. It's like the Star Wars thing. Like, both of those people, Oscar nominated now, couldn't make a good Spider-Man movie.
I don't get it.
Dude, I don't either.
It's just
bad writing, bad directing.
Yep. Just a bad mash.
It's just bad people. They get good actors and they have bad people making the movies. Sony. Dude, that Emoji movie, though, the Emoji movie's going to save them.
Oh, my God. I hope that bankrupts them.
You're going to get your wish.
Hopefully.
I think they lost $6 billion last year.
Wow.
In the box office. It's a lot
What
of
did
money.
they even have last year?
Oh, I bet a lot of stuff. You want to look it up? Because I bet it's going to be depressing.
Sony? Last year, I can't think of a damn thing.
They're all going to be movies that were big, but no one saw.
Big?
Yeah, like, these were huge.
Huge! They were huge.
Isn't Columbia Pictures the same thing?
I believe so.
Okay, let's go. All right, here we go. Smurfs.
I heard people saw that.
Okay, Passengers. All right, remember Passengers?
People
huge budget.
kind of
yeah, I
saw
saw
that.
it. It was okay. I don't think it made any money.
I still haven't seen it.
It had a budget of 110, made 300 million. So I guess it technically made a profit.
Well, yeah, I mean, all of that budget was literally for CGI, Chris Pratt, and Jennifer Lawrence.
That's all it was, because those are the only people in the movie.
Yep.
Yeah. Inferno, that's the Dan Brown one. 75 million budget, 220 million box office. Basically nothing. Magnificent Seven. That was one with Denzel, Chris Pratt, all of them. $108 million budget, $162 million gross.
That one did the worst.
The problem is that all these movies are supposed to make $500 million.
Yeah.
Like, they're not supposed to make a profit. They're supposed to make $500 million for the studio.
Big budget
yeah, these are
movies.
these like Passengers was their December one.
Yeah.
Magnificent Seven and Inferno were their mid one. Sausage Party, I think, was a surprise hit, but that's Seth Rogen, and I'm pretty sure he makes most of the money from those movies because he's got a sweet deal with them.
Ghostbusters,
huge bomb. That was a huge bomb, right?
Yeah.
The Shallows, I feel like that's that one about that lady who lost her leg or whatever. That was like an indie movie though.
Yeah, 17.
Angry Birds.
Nothing.
I kind of like the Angry Birds movie because I'm a tard, but
never watched it.
I don't think it did well either. Made $73 million. Was made for.
It
made
went
$350
overseas and people loved it.
Concussion. That was one of the biggest flops ever. That was Will Smith one about the NFL.
That was the end of this or 2015.
Yeah.
Did the truth.
It lost money. It made $57 million budget. Only made $48 million.
Great Will Smith. Did you not hear me?
Was that Will Smith?
Did the truth.
Oh, because he's doing the accent or whatever. Yeah, that's right. Did you see that movie?
No, I saw the trailer about 15 times, but
I think it was really good.
I heard that his accent was on point for your standard African.
I don't know about accents.
It's not quite accurate to the person who he was trying to portray.
I don't know,
but
I don't care.
Did the truth.
He should have just talked like Will Smith.
Did the truth.
Honestly. Ghost Bumps.
I'm having too much fun.
Oh, The Night Before. That's another Seth Rogen movie.
Yep.
Spectre probably made money. That was probably their last movie to make a lot of money.
And then it flopped because it was stupid.
Well, but people still went and saw it, right?
Well,
yeah, because it was a $250 million, but it made $900 million.
Wow.
So that was their last movie to make over
bigger
$500,000.
Wow.
And that was November 5th, 2015. It was a year and a half ago.
What's their upcoming ones?
Upcoming, Spider-Man, but that's really Marvel.
Right.
That's really a Marvel movie. And the Emoji Movie. That's what I mean. Like, the Emoji Movie is supposed to save them.
Huh.
Then The Dark Tower.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess Blade Runner will probably come. But I would not be surprised if Jumanji doesn't even happen. Like, look at their bad movies,
Jumanji, that's happening. That's The Rock and Chris.
Is it?
Yeah, The Rock and
Jack Black, Kevin Hart.
Yeah, him. Chris. I was thinking of Chris Rock. I don't know.
Dude, Kevin Hart. Did you see Central Intelligence?
Yeah.
Like the best movie ever made.
Are you kidding?
You didn't like
That was so stupid.
God. Who are you?
I can't take Kevin Hart in movies.
Really?
I can't. All I see is stand-up Kevin Hart trying to act, and I'm like, you're not a good actor.
See, I don't watch his stand-up enough. So
yeah, I've seen his stand-up too much, and he's much funnier when he's doing stand-up.
Yeah, to me, when I watch Kevin Hart's stand-up, I'm like, act! Be with The Rock!
No.
He's funnier with The Rock, in my opinion.
that's
But okay,
so
they
dumb.
might make that one then because Dwayne The Rock Johnson might finance it because I feel like he has $700 billion.
He is like blowing up.
Doesn't he own everything on the planet now?
I don't.
Is there a movie he's not in coming out?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
It's Star Wars.
He might be in it.
Spider-Man.
Might be in it.
He's in Jumanji. I know that.
How come The Rock is in
Baywatch, he's
Dude,
in that.
I'm going to call it right now.
Ballers, he's in that.
Marvel's going to get the Fantastic Four. They're going to get Rock to play Thing.
That'd be retarded.
It's going to happen.
That would be ridiculous.
You could see it happening.
No,
though.
I cannot.
You can't? You think
Not
they get
a
Michael Chiklis back?
Samoan Rock.
Why not, man?
No. He
Samoan
is the Rock.
Samoan
But
Rock
the
sounds like a
Thing.
great genre of music, though.
Samoan Rock.
We play Samoan Rock. Barbie. There's a Barbie movie.
Wow. Shoot me.
Wow. Yeah, that's... 1986, a newspaper reported that Canon Films planned to make a Barbie film, but nothing came. Sony Pictures and Mattel are developing a comedic live-action Barbie movie.
What?
Oh my God. Amy Schumer has been cast as Barbie.
What?
Okay, Harlem Reporter confirmed that Schumer dropped out of the project due to scheduling. And it's also without a director right now. So it has no star, no director. So that's not going to happen.
Since 1996.
86.
86.
Over
Oh
30
my
years ago. They
God.
tried to make a Barbie movie.
Wow.
Dude, Equalizer 2, Sonic the Hedgehog, Holmes and Watson, Goosebumps 2, Bad Boys. So what happens if a studio goes out of business? Do they keep making these movies? Like, does Angry Birds 2 still happen? Does Bad Boys still happen?
It might. I would assume it would get picked up by another.
Like someone's
studio.
just gonna buy Sony, and then they'll own these movies, cancel the bad ones, and keep the moneymakers.
Probably. That would be
So,
my
like,
guess.
Barbie would go away, but Venom would go away. You know, but they would keep Bad Boys.
Yeah. Venom's got to stay. People love Venom.
Dude, it's gonna suck. It's not made by Marvel.
With Marvel Entertainment?
No, that's Marvel Studios is the Marvel. Marvel Entertainment is just the people they pay to get the rights. Marvel has nothing to do with Venom because their agreement was only for Spider-Man. And I think some of his villains. But Sony can still do whatever they want. They technically own Spider-Man.
Right.
Yeah. Isn't that dumb?
I want them to come out with Spider-Man 3. Right after Spider-Man Homecoming. Like I'm saying, put it out there. Give
Sausage
Andrew
Party
Garfield
2?
a slot back. Slot.
Sausage Party 2.
Wow.
You want them to come out with the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man 3?
Just cause.
Just 'cause
Why
they
the fuck
can?
not?
Dude.
Finish off the series.
No, they ain't gonna do
You
that.
gotta do it.
There's no way
Gotta
Andrew
give
Garfield's
it.
gonna come back.
Toby
dude.
Maguire got an Oscar. Andrew Garfield got an Oscar.
Toby
They
Maguire
both.
got an Oscar?
I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
I feel like he did not
better not
at
have.
all do that.
Good.
Get an Oscar. No.
God.
He dying, dude?
I apologize, people. I got allergies.
He's got allergies and he's got AIDS.
Yes.
Yep.
It's a sad, sad day.
So, what other trailer we want to talk about?
I don't have AIDS.
Oh, the other one was the Defenders. I didn't really want to play
I
this
have
trailer.
not seen this yet.
Do you watch the Marvel on TV?
I have seen Daredevil. End of list.
Okay. You won't care at all about the Defenders.
I mean, I started to watch Luke Cage for a second. I didn't give a shit about Jessica Jones, and I realized it's the same chick as Rogue One. Nope.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
Who, the main chick?
Yeah.
No, not even close.
Felicity Jones?
No. This is like
Jessica
some
Jones.
Kristen Ritter, I think. Is
Maybe that's just why my brain.
Jessica Jones, the character, is played by Felicity Jones, the girl, and you thought they were the same person.
And she's also in Star Wars. Yeah.
But she's not in Star
Okay,
Wars.
well then, yeah.
Not at
That
all.
shows you how much I care about that show.
Well,
And then I have not seen Iron Fist Man.
and you're missing out.
Iron
I don't. What do
Fist
you
Man.
do at home? What do you do?
Nothing.
Then why aren't you watching TV?
You want to know what I watched recently?
Yes, please.
I watched The Weird Wonders of the World. And I learned about random things. You know, there's a killer starfish that's eating up all the coral in the ocean.
No,
and
I
they
don't care.
Developed a robot to
No,
go
he
and
didn't.
find them.
He
yeah,
didn't make a robot.
Yeah,
It's not a
They
robot.
made a robot.
Not,
that
they
targets.
made. You said he, like the starfish made it.
Yes, he made a robot. People made a robot
like, the starfish
to
did not
target the
make a
starfish
robot.
and kill him to save the coral from being eaten.
You know the coral reef's dying because of ocean overheating, right?
There's also
Let's
these
let the
fucking
st-
killer
just let the
starfish
starfish
that
do
are
whatever he
eating
wants.
them, man.
Just let him do whatever he wants.
No.
Who cares? Why you gotta bother the starfish?
I'm not bothering them. They're bothering the coral,
You know how
which
messed
is
up
in
it is
turn
that like
fucking up the ocean.
every time we drive our cars, we're destroying the coral reef, and we just keep doing it. But this poor starfish is just trying to eat and live, and
they're
we
getting
eradicate him.
Beard. There's this robot eyes him. It's just like, oh, I'm on my own. Oh my god, I got stabbed. What the fuck is that yellow robot?
Some metallic fish after me. What the fear?
Oh, and it's also got poison in it. So then they're just
Oh.
like, I'm being eaten alive.
That's horrible.
I don't think they film much. They're
Okay.
starfish. They also look like pointy.
You don't
death
know they
traps.
don't feel stuff?
You don't know they don't? Are you a starfish?
Are you?
I am.
My starfish. Frish.
That was pretty good.
Okay. What else do you watch?
That's it, man. Just on a constant repeat.
Watch the wonders
I've
of the
watched
world.
that Shark Tank thing or Sharkfish thing like 5 times. I watched Shark Tank too.
Okay.
That's what else? Nothing.
Dude, you sit at home all day.
We
though.
watched Bates Motel. That's over now though.
Okay.
We watched New Girl. That's over now.
Oh God, no.
Family Guy. That's over now. Superstore. That's over now.
So you watch a bunch of dead shows.
Yep.
You don't watch the things that are hot right now. So you can be a part of
because
pop culture.
People like those too much, you know, so I gotta stay out of the popular region. I'm too anti-popular for that, man.
We're gonna add a segment to the show
I
called
live
Colby's
under rocks.
Colby's Underground Recommendation.
Yeah, there you go.
And you can come in and tell us about starfish.
13 Reasons Why, man.
What's that?
You can watch a girl kill herself on it.
Oh, Chris is watching that show.
God,
That's about the
show's
tapes,
brutal,
right?
Yeah.
Why?
It was an interesting concept at
Yeah.
the beginning of it, and then you get hooked because the writing, the characters, I mean, everything's pretty built out. So, I mean, you can get hooked to it, and then you get to the last fucking episode, and then you're like, "Why am I watching this?
Isn't
This
it only
is so terrible?"
Isn't it only half of the things too? Because
No.
isn't there only like
No.
there's 13 episodes, right? But there's 2 episodes per tape.
Yes, no. One tape is 1 and 2, so the front side is 1, the back side's 2. So there's technically 7 tapes, but there's 13 or whatever.
But I thought she gave the tapes to the people she killed it. Or the reason she killed herself, she gave the tapes to those people.
Yeah.
So did she like, please share this with Bob when you're done with side A?
Uh-huh. Or no. You get
She
through the
couldn't-
whole tapes and then you pass them on. Well, it goes, every side is someone. And
Oh, they're not
so
meant for that person.
It's the first person on that got the box and then they sent it to the second person on the tape.
Why would you do
they
that?
got the box. I
Are
don't
these
know.
people friends?
Not,
Like if I got
mean,
a tape
somewhat.
and it was Penella killed himself and side A was blaming me and side B was blaming you, I would throw side B away. I wouldn't want you to know you caused Penella to kill himself.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's because we're somewhat friends.
These
And
people just
these
like,
people are
"Look
high
up,
school."
Oh, where's Betty at? Oh,
Yeah,
she
they're
killed this girl. I'm gonna drive these tapes over to her
They're
house.
just in high school together, man. They're not friends. They're just have to be around each
Also,
other.
who has a tape recorder? Does this take place in
She
the 80s?
had to go get no. They all.
If
have
someone gave you a
smartphones
cassette
and
tape right
everything.
now, what would you do
They're
with
so
it?
retro, man. I would.
Because I would think
wouldn't-
5 years ago you would have come to me.
There's a
but I have
tape
no tape
player
no more.
at my work, so I could put it in there. That's the only thing that I have a tape player.
So if a stranger came
At
up to
all
you,
right now.
all right, at a mall, it's like, Colby, this girl killed herself and she made a tape about you.
I was the reason why, and I didn't even know this girl. That would be random, and I would not listen
Right.
because that would freak me out.
You would just toss that in the trash
But
in the mall.
They knew who she was. Do you not remember high school? You knew people.
Dude,
you knew
there
who
were
they
40
but
people in
you
my high
didn't
school.
know
No, I knew everybody in my high school.
everything about what they were doing in their life all the time.
Yeah, because I went to a Christian high school, and with the exception of like my actual friends, all of them were in church. I don't know why you're farting. That's just a fact.
You don't know the high school situation.
I
then,
don't.
man.
I
It's
don't know
not
how
a show
high
for
schools
you.
work.
Anyways, at the end of the show, spoiler alert, they show her kill herself like in
'Kay.
full gory detail. She slits her wrists, and it's brutal.
She do it this way or this way?
Not a long way. and
That's the
it's
right way to do it.
Brutal. It's just I was like I had to stop watching. It freaked me out so much.
All right. And you'd rather watch that than this guy with a glowing
I
fist
didn't
punch people?
know that's where it was gonna go.
But still, it's
No
generally a
idea.
show about suicide, though, right?
Yes. Good point.
I mean, did you think it was going to have a happy ending?
Yes.
She raises from the dead.
It had a tone of like, Stranger Things and like these
Okay.
mystical kind of shows.
Did you watch
So,
Stranger
yeah.
Things?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't finish it. Kay finished it. I watched some of it.
Why don't you watch? I mean, 13 Reasons Why is popular, so I'll have to give you that
Yeah.
one. But like, what makes you decide to watch Superstore over Iron Fist?
You don't like
I just want to know,
Superstore,
man.
Come
Dude, I don't even
on.
know what Superstore is.
America Ferrera.
Who? Ugly Betty?
Yeah.
That's the last thing I heard from her.
She's
I
in
assumed
that
she was
show.
dead.
No, she's in that show.
And what's it about?
A superstore, like a Walmart. It's The Office in a Walmart is basically what it is.
Okay.
And like their last episode that just came out, their season ender had...
Was it a season or a series?
Season ender.
Okay, so
They're
it's coming back. All right.
I think they got renewed. But there were like 3 Office connections that I pulled immediately. Like the boss of the store has to fire people, so downsizing.
So do you feel like they're doing that on purpose, or you just feel like
I
they're
think they just
trying to copy that
I don't
exact
know
formula?
if they were like, we haven't watched The Office.
What
because
channel is it
I
on?
feel like it's the same. It's Fox, I want to say.
Fox, okay.
The same writers or producers or something, I thought. They had works with The Office. I could be wrong, but anyways, the last episode of Superstore this season, spoiler alert, they have to fire people, and it's like the downsizing in The Office, and then they form alliances, literally say the word alliances, like Jim and Dwight did in the same episode where there was downsizing.
It is on NBC.
So yeah.
So,
Office.
do you think
Same
NBC
people.
was up there in their ivory tower going, what shows people like on NBC? Office, Parks, and Rec. Let's do the same thing. Put them in a
Yes.
Superstore.
Yep. 100% that's what that show is. or
Justin
it's meant to be.
Spitzer. Oh, he wrote, 11 episodes of The Office. He wrote, yeah.
So, I mean, it's funny. It's definitely got its moments, but it's not The Office.
He wrote Did I Stutter?
Did I Stutter?
That's a great episode, dude. Oh, he also wrote Michael Scott Paper Company.
Oh, man.
Oh, those are pretty good episodes.
Yeah, it's
pretty
it's
good.
an odd show. You definitely got to feel for it and watch a couple
Well,
of
maybe I'll
episodes
add
to get
that one to
into
my
it.
Hulu. Are you watching The Mick? That's the one with Sweet D on Fox.
Oh, really?
It's ridiculous.
Is it?
Yes.
What
It's a
ridiculous?
22 episode show. It's on Fox. The entire premise is she's Sweet D. All right, she plays Sweet D in this show.
Okay.
And I'm sure she says she doesn't, but she's Sweet D.
Yeah.
And she has a very, very wealthy sister who married rich. All right. So they live in Connecticut. They have 3 kids. One's an 18-year-old girl. One's like a 12-year-old boy who's like, in 9th grade or something. And then there's like a 6 or 7-year-old. And she goes over to say happy birthday to her sister or something because she needs cash. And while they're there, the FBI raid, and the 2 parents, the rich parents, are arrested for insider trading, but they go on the run and just disappear. And so she stays and takes care of the kids.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's the same premise as It's Always Sunny, where she has unlimited money to do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
So it's basically It's Always Sunny, but with kids. Yeah. It's worth
That
watching.
seems right.
It's
know?
22 episodes, or 22
Yeah.
minutes an
As a
episode.
company, you see the success of Always Sunny, and then you're like, you
Right.
know what would be better with that? Let's add some kids into the mix.
Right. Well, because of that, they take away a lot of like the drug and alcohol related humor, and it's more like slapstick, like things blowing up and blood.
Did you ever watch Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt?
I didn't like it. I couldn't get into it.
Everybody was just too stupid.
Yep. It
in
was
that
too
show.
it was too bubblegummy for
It
me.
was very bubblegummy.
Yeah. I got like 3 episodes in. I was like, I can't do it.
It's like, I don't think this is how this chick's life would go
Right.
after just living
Well,
in a
and now
bunker
I'm
for her
boycotting
entire
Tina
life.
Fey and Amy Poehler completely.
Really?
Did you watch the movie Sisters?
Uh-huh. Did you not like it?
Did you?
No.
Dude, that's one of the only movies in my life I turned off.
Really?
Because it was so bad.
So stupid. Did you like the surrogate one where they were in the same
Baby
movie?
Mama? Yeah, I think that was okay.
That one was all right, but
think
you
that
didn't
was
like
okay.
Sisters?
No. Sisters was like over the top vulgar for the sake of being vulgar. And
I
like,
don't really remember it.
dude, don't go
much.
back and watch it because
right.
I'm literally boycotting
I
them.
do remember it not being funny.
Yeah, it was not funny.
It was just...
It was like watching. It was cringeworthy because it felt like they
Yeah.
were trying to pull an Amy Schumer and be like funny by being sexy gross.
Yeah.
And it didn't work
Right.
at all. And I was like, nope, can't do it. I think we watched maybe an hour of it. And then I realized the whole movie was going to be the same. So
yeah, I don't know. I definitely never really had a thing for Tina Fey. Never
I
really
liked
did.
30 Rock.
I mean,
a
I liked
ton.
that a little. It wasn't my favorite.
I liked
The
30
Office
Rock
better, but
I liked The Office better too. But 30 Rock to me was like
Parks and Rec better.
a better show than The Office, but The Office had better characters.
Yeah.
Like from like the art of comedy, like like Arrested Development is this way. Like The Office is probably I would rather watch The Office than watch Arrested Development because Arrested Development is like thinking man's comedy. Like you really have to pay attention to get the jokes
right. Over
right.
your head,
And like I mean, I keep seeing images. I follow the subreddit for Arrested Development, and there's like images of people posting screens from DVDs. Like I can't believe I missed this joke, and it's like a catchphrase on a brochure in an office where it would be ironic, and it's like, yeah, that's really funny. You do not notice that when you're watching the show.
Exactly.
That's the way 30 Rock was. It had a lot of inside jokes and humor and callbacks. And The Office is just, you can sit and binge it because it's dumb funny.
Right.
And that's why it's good.
It's pretty easy.
But 30 Rock was okay. It was good, but that's why I watched Kimmy, because I was like, maybe this is the next 30 Rock. It ain't. And I really don't like that girl because her dad owns Commerce Bank, and I just feel like she only got where she got because her dad owns a bank.
Kimmy Schmidt? Really?
Ellie Kemper, yeah.
Huh.
Her family is the Commerce Bank family from Kansas City. They own that thing, and I'm just like, well, she had everything given to her, right? So I just don't like her because of that, which isn't
Good
fair.
reason why.
I have no idea if that's true.
Really.
Maybe she worked for everything she got.
I mean, I doubt it.
I just doubt it.
The
right?
first thing I ever saw her in was The Office.
Right, and she
to
had
get
a
onto
big
that-
role in The Office.
Yeah, to get onto that, you gotta have
Right.
connections.
Well, and
Or
also
be
she just
really good
she just
anywhere.
moved to LA and
Really
get an
good.
agent because she can afford it.
Yep.
But most people can't.
Yep. Stupid.
I know, that makes sense. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, why you hate popular things.
Why I hate everything.
You didn't used to though, man.
I love to hate.
You used to buy soundtracks to movies. You used to love the movies so much.
They were so dumb.
Just so you could own them.
So dumb.
I remember you used to play 30-second snippets of the Iron Man soundtrack so you could be like, I'm Iron Man. I mean, you're also 16 then. But I still imagine like some of that nerdiness for that stuff is like, is Star Wars the only thing you like
Fading out,
now?
yeah.
Or do you even kind of fade out on Star Wars?
I mean,
because you didn't know what a Twi'lek was. A little sad.
yeah, I don't know that, and I never was that into it. I liked lightsabers. That's my thing. I want to cut people in half with a swing like butter. That's what I want. That's what I want to happen.
So violent.
Like a swing like butter, just whoop, and you're fucking cut in half, man. All right, not in real life, but
No, I think
I
in real
want
life.
to duel
Yeah.
some motherfuckers with a lightsaber.
Well, why don't you go like take fencing classes or something?
Because
man?
they don't exist, and I'm
They definitely exist.
I'm hitting people with a beam of light.
Well, you can't really kill people, man.
I know, but they're not really lightsabers. So no, I'm not using PVC pipe to have a fake sword battle with some nerd from Chicago. I don't give a shit.
Wait, you want that or you don't want that?
I don't want that.
So what you want is to live in a fantasy land where lightsabers
I
are
want to
real.
be in a galaxy goddamn far away, motherfucker.
Okay.
Virtual reality needs to happen.
Virtual reality ain't gonna let you cut people in half, though.
It will eventually.
I feel like you've just lost all your childhood joy. I feel like that's what's happened. I feel like all the joy has been sucked from your body just from years of being an adult.
Nope.
Like all these bills just take your joy.
Just life, man.
It's like, I pay electric this month. Forget what a Twi'lek is now.
Twi'lek. Who the knows what a Twi'lek is?
Panella does. If he's still watching,
does
he's
not
gonna put
know
in
what
chat
a
right now that
Twi'lek
he loves
is.
Twi'leks.
He'll Google it and then know about it. But
we
they
talk
won't
about
know
Twi'leks
about
more than
shit.
is healthy. We do in real life.
Why?
Dude, because they're the hottest space aliens there are.
Oh my god.
Do I need to Google Twi'leks?
You want those like limp antlers hanging down on you, man?
Yeah. What's the difference between that and long hair?
There's two of them compared to like a million soft things instead of squishy, maybe possibly.
Look, there's a
wet.
man Twi'lek right here.
Wet. Yeah, you want to hit that. He is your type.
Oh, see, here's a Twi'lek right there. Look at him. Oh, here's the one that had the nip slip. See? She's not really that attractive in high def, honestly.
Ridiculous.
But
you
yeah,
are.
man, and they had the twins in right here in episode 1. These ladies, you know, they were like the pod racing slaves. Remember them?
Nope.
I mean, I don't know how you don't remember that, man. I don't know.
She's no. I don't need to know about blue people in Star Wars.
I'm gonna send you photos.
I want lightsabers.
You want a lightsaber? What about we do Twi'lek with lightsaber?
It's right there. There's one like right there.
That one sucks.
There's like 2 right there.
That sucks.
They're all.
I want
right
all of them to be there. Let me Google.
There's so many.
Look at them. There. See, now it's both of us right here. 2 Twi'leks fighting with lightsabers.
There you go. I'm sure that's real. That's at like a Comic-Con.
That's like our relationship.
Yeah.
How would you describe your friendship with Colby? We're like 2 Twi'lek chicks fighting with lightsabers.
That is weird.
Can I change our Twitter description to be like, this is a show about Twi'leks
No,
fighting with
because
lightsabers?
people are going to be like, what the hell is that? Who are these people? Star Trek,
How do you
Battlestar Galactic
How do you
Kurds?
even make these? Like, how do you go about making those head tendons?
Dude, I'm telling
In
you,
real
like
life.
you kill an octopus and then you just keep it
I don't
fresh.
feel like octopuses have that big of arms.
A big one?
You kill a giant squid. I need these for my
You
Twi'lek.
gotta dive
What'd
deep
you
into
do?
the ocean.
You build a robot that has a spear with poison on the end of it, and it spears octopus for
go.
Twi'lek Comic-Coners. All right, man. Well, I don't know what I accomplished there, but I feel like I now know more about what you like, and apparently it's nothing.
It's nothing. I watched Better Call Saul recently.
I need to catch up on that one.
That was good, yeah. I had Showtime for a week.
So you're
and
just
we
not
knocked
into
out in
like
2 days.
fantasy and sci-fi anymore? Because like all the shows you're watching are like more true to
Everything's
life.
the same.
I mean, you literally just said you watched a show that's
I'm
like The
so
Office,
sick of
which started 15 years ago.
escapism.
What's that mean?
It's been hitting since 2008, man.
What's that? I don't know what that means.
Escapism?
No, what's that? People
It's like-
escaping things?
Yeah, people go to the movies to want to escape reality. So, like, pre 2008, a lot of the movies that were big box office hits were, you know, like, there was a couple comic book ones, but there were more, like, real, true stories of, like, people and lives and stuff and making stuff. But now, then once 2008 hit, you know, the crisis and everything like that, people wanted to escape from reality.
Which
of
they've made
being
movies
shitty.
about,
So,
ironically.
yeah. Then Iron Man and everything Disney became popular. Everybody just wanted to not be on Earth and wanted
So are
to
you
be somewhere in
claiming that
space.
Disney was not popular prior to 2008?
No, I'm saying they weren't as popular until 2008 came out when they had Marvel and Iron Man started the goddamn Marvel orgy that we're experiencing today.
Yeah, I think the problem is Disney and Marvel made so much money that everyone wanted to copy what they were doing, but the secret isn't escapism. The secret is making a good movie, and I don't think most people understand that, which is why you hate most movies, because they're just trying to do Marvel movies badly, and they
Any
all
of
come
the
out
other
to be
bar-
the same.
I mean, everything that I'm seeing is like, there's name me one comedy that's supposed to be coming out this year that's not the Emoji Movie. Can ya?
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
That's not a comedy. That's an action comedy blockbuster.
There's got to be one, right?
There may be one, but I mean, there's one.
Cameron says that his favorite movies are scary films that make you believe it could be real.
Well, then go see It, because that thing looks freaky as hell.
I didn't even watch that trailer. I was too scared to watch that
Kay watched it without sound, and then I watched it with sound, and then she was like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
Dude, I didn't want to see. I didn't watch
it
that.
looks crazy.
It's too scary, dude. All right, let's see. Here's what's coming out. All right, King Arthur, probably the next big movie. Again, escapism.
Yep.
You're totally right.
Not comedy.
Okay, what about Snatched? That's the next comedy that's coming out. It's Amy Schumer and Goldie Hawn.
God, I would rather shoot myself than see that movie.
It's when her boyfriend dumps her before their exotic vacation. A young woman persuades her ultra-cautious mother to travel with her to paradise, and they get kidnapped. No?
No, I don't like Amy Schumer.
Yeah, I'm not a
sorry.
big fan either.
I've heard that she steals jokes. And
I have too.
that
Yeah.
I don't even think she's that funny.
What about
I think
Alien
she's just gross
Covenant?
to be gross. And I mean, I get that. She's like, well, men do that too, so it's a sexist thing or what. It's not sexist.
No, she's just not funny.
I just don't think you're funny.
She does that thing where if you say she's not funny, you're a sexist,
Yeah.
but she's just not funny, and it has nothing to do with sexism.
I just don't like her.
Yeah, I mean, you also said you don't like Kevin Hart's acting, so I think as far as it goes, you either hate
like
black
many
people
people.
and women, or you're just
Who do I
you
like?
just don't like people you don't like. Who don't I like?
No, who do I like? I don't know.
That's what I've been trying to figure out this whole
I
show
don't
is what
know,
you
man.
like.
Liam Neeson.
You like Liam Neeson?
Yep.
What if he comes into a Marvel movie?
That would be great. He
Would you
should have
watch
been
that one?
Thanos.
Dude.
Josh Brolin. I did watch
I like.
Sicario.
Oh, what'd you think of Sicario, dude?
Brutal.
You didn't text me, blowjob or not,
What?
in the waterboarding scene.
That was a blowjob, right?
Exactly right.
I was wondering. I forgot that you said that, honestly,
Yeah.
because I saw that and I was like, "What the hell is happening here?"
Yeah, he
And then I
puts his
remember
crotch
somebody
right in
told
his
me about
face.
that. Yeah, it's like, is he shoving his dick into his mouth?
That's what I think was happening.
Or is he just shoving his face against it?
I don't know. All I know
Because
is
if I'm
that
interrogating
that's
somebody
supposed to be waterboarding, and it did not look like waterboarding.
who
to me.
is tied up and has no other defense mechanism other than their mouth,
Yeah.
their open mouth.
Yeah.
I would not be putting my dick anywhere near that.
It's just why would he like waddle right on up to him for waterboarding?
I don't know, man.
Like that's not
That
necessary.
was a dick sucking scene.
Like they put that in there for that reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
It's got to be like, well, I thought, if anything, if it is a dick sucking scene like that, just for the manly, the pride,
Yeah,
and
the
respect,
machismo, yeah.
of that kind of person, just diminished, just
Yeah,
done
I think
once
that
you-
was the
once
point.
You have a dick in your mouth.
Yeah, I think that was the point.
And then the ending scene was just amazing. I was like, leading up to it, I saw him walk, and I was like, he's gonna kill this entire family.
Yeah.
Like just.
But he did it in like the
murder.
most messed up way possible.
And then just sat there.
Now,
Just
was
sat
that
there
movie
for-
escapism for you?
No, because that's about real life.
Wasn't that a good movie?
Yes.
That movie was
That
good.
actually happens, I'm sure.
Now they're making Sicario too.
Really?
Yep.
About what? What happens next?
I think it's a prequel.
Really?
Yes, about Josh Brolin finding Benicio del Toro's
Okay.
character. Be totally into
But
it.
still.
Which is ballsy
why?
to make a movie without Emily Blunt.
Why? Why?
Fire!
Fire. That's just dumb. Like you could no.
I mean, they're
It was
getting
a
the same guy
good
back.
story. Stop
Movie.
it in
It's money.
right
It's all
there.
about money.
Just stop it with the
That's
money.
why Chris Nolan's making.
Just
stop
stop
it with
it
the money.
with the money.
No more pain. Anybody. Grave Encounters, best horror movie. Never heard of it.
No,
Don't know
me
that
either.
or
I don't
whatever.
like horror.
Don't know what that.
I don't want to.
I'm a woman.
That's too real. I guess. I don't know. Like that's too much like reality. I don't want to ever experience that reality in any of those horror movies. So no, thanks.
All right. What about Alien Covenant? That's coming up on May 19th.
That's a comedy, right? That's got
Yeah, it's going to be full of lols.
Who's in that? Danny McBride's in that. It's a comedy.
No, he is not.
Bet money
Don't
he
you
is.
lie. Oh my God, he is. He plays a guy named Tennessee.
Yeah. I watched an interview with him. He said that Ridley Scott just called him into his office one day and just asked his opinion on some like spacecraft for like this new alien that he was talking. Didn't have a clue what he was walking into. Didn't ask for a part in the movie. Just asked him his opinion.
Why would Ridley Scott
Left.
ask Danny McBride for opinions on spacecraft?
I'm assuming he wanted to see like his persona, like who he is as a person, to see if he would be interested.
Like,
in
we
being
want to
in
see
the
if Danny
part.
McBride type people like these ships.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, he obviously got him in the part, so he was thinking about casting him, I'm sure, when he asked for the
Okay.
meeting, but he didn't let him know that he was thinking about casting him. He just wanted to see, like, is this guy a douche in real life, or do
Can
you
we go
think
to
he,
the
like,
office
is
where
he-
Ridley
is he a
Scott
nerd?
and Danny McBride are just hanging out?
Yeah, that's L.A. We need to go there.
It sounds hot, though.
And just live
It's
and
hot,
be
right?
everywhere at
It's
once.
hot.
I mean, yeah.
Also, it's going to be underwater in like 20 years, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, probably less. Mostly of Florida. Florida's just
Florida.
gone.
Well, Miami's already underwater,
Yeah.
basically.
It's just
So.
it's going like all of the state is going to be
Yeah.
underwater. So
Yeah. You know, they
That'd
just
be fun.
put into like the budgets for like the 30-year plan for SFO, San Francisco International Airport, because it's on the bay, and if the water rises 2 feet, it'll be underwater. An international airport. It's bad.
yeah, man.
It's bad, man. All right,
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean, May 26th. Javier Bardem, dude.
That's a comedy.
I mean, I hate Johnny Depp so much, but Javier Bardem kind of balances it out for me.
Who is that?
You don't know who Javier Bardem is? I can't talk to you right now then.
He's the guy I always confuse with Benicio del Toro.
Yeah, he's the other Spanish guy who's also a great actor.
He was in No Country for No
Yes.
Men.
Yes.
I always think that's
and he was also
Benicio.
the bad guy in Skyfall.
Right.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I'm on board.
Wonder Woman, June 2nd.
That's a comedy.
Why is Wonder Woman coming out?
Because DC needs something.
I mean, there hasn't been any comedies besides that Snatch.
That's
that I've
their
actually read
Captain
yet.
America: The First Avenger.
The Mummy, another remake.
Isn't that how it went? Didn't it go Iron Man, then Thor?
Yeah, it was Iron
and
Man.
Then Captain
it was
America?
Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, Captain America,
So then
Avengers. Yeah.
DC's now doing Superman, then Batman vs Superman, and then now Wonder Woman.
I think they're just throwing spaghetti at the wall, man, and hoping some stuff sticks.
Superman's Thor, and then they did those two back. Never mind. I'm just saying they're trying to copy shit because I mean,
Well, they should start because their movies blow.
but they're just bad rendition. They're just bad carbon copies. They're just bad. I'm sure it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be CGI heavy, action heavy, and not much plot.
Yeah, I guarantee you. Yeah.
And then I'm sick of those.
Cars 3, June 16th.
That's a family movie. I wouldn't consider that comedy, so that doesn't count.
Why not, man?
Because it's a family.
But it's gonna be good.
It's rated PG, isn't it?
Probably G. Cars are traditionally
Well, there
rated
you
G,
go.
actually.
You're not gonna get funny shtick comedy. In a
I
PG
think you
movie.
will.
You may.
Transformers. I'm literally reading every big movie, and none of them except Snatch have been a comedy.
I'm telling you, they're just not coming
Despicable Me 3, another family movie though.
out. Yeah,
another family
I
movie.
mean, technically those are comedies, but
Well,
I mean,
it's just like
that's all
Cars
you
would
get
be.
now.
It's just like Cars
It's
would
all
be.
it is.
It's no different than Cars. So then Spider-Man, July 7th. Oh, funniest movie of the year. Right here. War for the Planet of the Apes.
Oh.
If you don't laugh when you see the monkeys coming down and shooting people with guns, there's something wrong with you. Or maybe there's something wrong
Who's
with
in
me.
that?
Let
Harrelson.
me check who's in that. Oh yeah, you know who's in that? Andy Serkis, who's in every movie as a
Of course
monkey.
he is. He
There's
is
a monkey in
Mr.
this movie
Caesar.
called Andy Serkis.
He's Mr. Caesar.
No, we could pay a guy $200 a day and actually have a real monkey, or we could pay Andy Serkis millions to portray a monkey. I mean, I don't understand your logic, sir, but it's your movie.
It's your movie.
You do whatever you want.
Yep, but now Woody Harrelson is the bad guy. They've gotten.
Those movies are actually kind of good.
They're not bad. They're well done. Like there was that scene on the one with Gary Olson in it where the camera was just attached to a rotating tank.
Yeah.
Turret.
Yeah.
That was sick.
They're cool movies. They're
Yeah.
really cool.
I mean,
Dunkirk.
they're well done.
July 21st. We're up to Dunkirk now. Emoji Movie. 28th. Begin. Family movie.
Yeah.
That's another family movie.
Yep.
So 4 comedies, 3 of them PG or less.
Yep.
Let's see here. Dark Tower on August 4th. Oh, here's a movie coming out called Detroit. I don't know what it's about, but I assume it's hilarious.
Probably not.
Annabelle Creation, movie about a doll who comes to life, kills people.
That's
Probably
scary.
funny.
Yep. That's scary.
Deuces. Oh, that's a Netflix movie. So, Hitman's Bodyguard. Ryan Reynolds with Samuel L. Jackson. That's a comedy.
That is a comedy.
That's a comedy. Rated R. August 18th is when
There
that
you
one
go.
comes out.
2 so far.
Yep.
1, 2.
One of them that'll probably be stomachable. That will make money.
Yeah.
Because I just can't imagine Snatched is going to make a lot of money. And then It comes out September 8th. Kingsman, not really. It's kind of like Guardians. It's an action first, then a comedy.
Yeah.
But the first Kingsman was funny, right? Wasn't it funny? I think it was funny. Maybe it was
I think it was
stylized.
supposed to be funny because those people's heads blew up at the end and like fireworks and stuff.
Yeah.
That has to be funny, right?
Right.
Or else like
if you take that seriously, you're kind of messed
Wired.
up, right?
Yeah.
Ninjago, Lego Ninjago, the movie. That's another family movie. That'll be a comedy though. It's another family movie. My Little Pony, the movie. All right, you know what? We're done looking at future movies because you know what? We're not going to make it to there because God's going to destroy the earth before the My Little Pony movie comes
funny
out.
movies, man.
So you just into comedies? Go watch Guardians 2.
All right.
Go watch it. It's funny.
I will.
It's hilarious.
I will.
And if you don't think it was funny, I'm going to be a little sad inside.
All right. I mean, everyone's is Vin Diesel isn't Groot, right? He's not in this one.
Well, I think he is Groot, but
Is
they
he?
pitched down his voice.
Really?
Or up his voice.
Why?
Because he's Baby Groot.
You could pay anyone to say I am Groot and then pitch their voice.
Yeah, you
Why
can
are
pay
paying
anyone to
Vin
blow
Diesel?
up boats, but they paid Christopher Nolan $60 million.
Doesn't make sense. Bradley
Actually,
Cooper still rocket.
Yes.
Everybody's back.
Everybody's back, man. Everybody's back. It's a great movie.
Everybody's back.
Everybody back.
Everybody back.
I don't know why you're making fun of me for saying
Everybody back.
It's a great movie, man.
Stupid movies.
It's a great movie.
There's just nothing this year other than Star Wars I'm looking forward to.
That's sad, man. That's just sad. You're not looking to Thor? Not looking forward to Thor?
No.
Not looking forward to Pirates?
No.
No. Not even if Orlando Bloom comes back?
No.
Not looking forward to Dunkirk?
No.
Man, this is rough.
This is a rough year.
It's not. It's
I'm
like one of the
just
greatest
saying.
years
No,
ever.
it isn't. It is not.
It is.
Not even comparable.
Not looking forward to Transformers 8 or whatever, which one it is? Don't you like Transformers movies? I thought you liked Transformers.
No, I mean, I mentioned it on the last show because they're shooting in like ultra IMAX 3D.
There you go, man.
I mean, like you said last show, it's mostly digital, so
You
it
know,
doesn't matter.
they're doing a spin-off episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. called Inhumans.
Mm-hmm.
It's also going to be on ABC. But they're previewing, I guess it's not a preview, they're showing the first episode in IMAX.
That's pretty crazy.
So I don't know if that's cool or dumb because they definitely shot it for TV, right? Like they didn't bring out an IMAX camera to shoot a pilot episode, right?
Yeah. It's a comic book movie. It's Marvel. They could
Also, Guardians,
They probably just have 50 sitting somewhere.
first movie to be shot on the new Alexa Ari. Is it Alexa? I think it's Alexa, right? That makes all the cameras, right? It's the 8K camera.
Oh, shoot.
8K.
8K. Take that 4K times it by 2.
It's not unnecessary
Yes.
for 8K.
I don't think we can tell the difference on a 4K from an 8K.
Right. Like maybe on an IMAX screen you can tell a difference between a 4K and an 8, but it's probably so
Minuscule.
yeah. Like if they had them
90%
side by
of people
side or
aren't gonna
something,
tell.
like you had two full-size IMAX screens next to each other, and one was 4K
Yep.
and one was 8K. Could you look at them and be like, But I think the real reason that it's 8K is because it can shoot 3D 4K twice. Like, okay, so like if you shoot 1080p in 3D, you can. It takes double the processing power. So like this one is a big deal because like 4K 3D cameras had to capture 2. This one can do like 8K 3D.
I got you.
Which gives you like more depth or whatever to work
Depth
with.
and
I don't know
stuff.
how it works, man. I'm
I
not
don't.
James Cameron.
I didn't make the camera either.
You looking
so-
forward to Avatar too?
When, like, next year?
They said it's
Isn't
going to
it?
get pushed back again. That's
Really?
the rumor.
He's got like 5 lined up, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he's got 4 total.
Why?
So and he shot all 3 of them back to back or something. Something like that.
Why?
Dude, I don't know. But they're going to be incredible, right? You excited about Avatar?
No. If it's gonna be the same shit, no. I'm so done
What do you think
with
it's gonna?
shit.
What do you think it's gonna be? Like them not in space as blue cats? Like this time, I want to see him go to
What are they
McDonald's.
gonna fight now? A civil war? They're gonna fight between themselves. They're gonna fight
I don't
some
know.
other alien.
Maybe they'll go.
motherfuckers?
Maybe they'll go to
They're
Earth and take over their bodies.
Oh shit!
Blow up their trees like we got any left.
Like we have any giant ones? I don't know. It's just it doesn't make sense to me. Like why, as a person, you make something amazing like Avatar, and you're like, yeah, I want to build on that.
Well, he's building
Why
an
don't I
entire
just-
world at Walt Disney World,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Have you seen anything
Yeah.
about it? Because it looks incredible.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's retarded. I want to go.
I want to go too.
I want to go when that
Dude,
and Star
you
Wars are done.
would love Disney World.
I bet.
You would die in Star Wars land.
I bet.
You'd die there.
I know.
You'd request to be buried.
I
there.
saw that everything looked very like just like you're
Did
in
you see
Star
on May the
Wars.
4th they had Star Wars? They had churros that were red and blue. And then they gave you the plastic wrapper with the churro was a lightsaber handle, so it looked like you were walking around with a lightsaber, but it was a churro. Brilliant!
God, they're just rolling.
Like,
in
how do
money.
you even think of that, man?
They're just rolling in money. That's all that you think about that because that's somebody's job to think about that literally daily.
Yeah, it is. They got like the churro man. who thinks of how to market foodstuffs, and he probably runs a team of 15, and that's literally their only job is to come up with themed food for
God,
Disney
I wanna
parks.
Go so bad,
Dude, it's great. It's great, dude.
No. Star Wars. I want a lightsaber. End of story.
A real one though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to be like.
Do you know Cameron?
Space Cadet
Cameron went
man.
to a Comic-Con in Kansas City, a pretty big one apparently, and got a lightsaber custom made there. But he didn't put sound in it because it would cost too much money.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
So it's just a light up stick.
Yeah.
Does he make the sounds with his mouth? Because that's the
I
only
mean, you would
other,
have to, right?
Alternative.
I mean,
yeah.
you can't just.
That's great.
Well, is it physically possible to swing a lightsaber and not make noise? 'Cause I don't think it is. I mean, I think there's about 15 right behind you if you want to turn around and grab one and try to swing it without making a noise. Yeah, there's one. Yeah, see, he did. He made a noise.
That was slick, is what that
That was, dude.
Yep. Yeah, you gotta make a noise unless it does it
Having
for you.
some performance problems.
It's not going down. I gotta call a doctor.
I gotta go to our
good.
current. Oh, Cameron said next year he's adding sound to his lightsaber. I'm just watching the replay of that now.
Yeah, trouble.
God, we're dumb. This is why we pause our own video
yeah.
because we are entertained by our own selves too much. We could just watch ourselves. Well, should we end the show? Is there anything else you want to talk about? We didn't talk about Jack Diddley anything.
No.
At all in this
Just
episode.
a lot of movie.
We kind of got deep into your soul of nothingness. Like, that's really what we did on this episode.
It's pure hate.
Like, it's not even hate. It's nothing.
There's stuff.
It's like going into the black hole in Interstellar.
Got work and obscene, and it's mainly
Those
what I
aren't
focus
things
on.
that are fun, though. Those
Obscene's
are jobs.
fun.
That was a lie. That was a lie.
No.
Work shouldn't be fun.
It's not
Movies
work.
should be fun.
It's not work.
Also, that's not your company.
It's somewhat mine.
Well, I mean, it's kind of yours.
It's somewhat mine.
But it's not yours. I don't see your name written on it anywhere.
That's big. It's on there some places.
I'm gonna go
and
check.
Also, I don't write most of the articles.
I'm going to go check.
I'm the back end man.
Where would your name be at?
Go to a quiz.
Okay.
Go to a quiz.
It should load slower. You should really work on your site speed.
Hey, man. Try Camp Steak out.
Hey, I bet Camp Steak loads faster than that.
Uh-huh.
Guarantee you.
Probably because you have it cached.
All right, they're both slow.
Loading so much slower.
They're definitely both
Still
slow.
not up.
There, look at that. That was way faster.
It was not.
That was way faster.
Very similar.
Okay,
we
so
use the same host.
Where do I go? Where do I go?
Down.
Down.
Keep going.
Is that you right there?
No.
Oh, okay, where do I keep going?
Quizzes.
Quizzes. All
Click
right.
on not that one. Any of the other ones.
Sorry, there's a really annoying pop-up that just shows up every time I'm on the site. Oh, there's your name, man! Wow.
Told ya.
So you might want to fix your cart button.
Shut up.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to help.
Shut up.
Just trying to help, man. Cameron said this is our best episode in chat. We just spent 5 minutes mocking his bad lightsaber, and he's like, best episode of all time.
I watched the dude make a lightsaber.
Like
It's pretty intricate.
Like with a kyber crystal, because those all got blown up.
Yeah, like a legitimate.
Those all
one.
got blown up,
He's
man.
in Star Wars.
Dude, that's sweet.
He's in it. No.
Dude, I have
he 3D
collectible characters.
prints
I'm
and
not judging
stuff,
you.
And like it's awesome. It took him a while to do.
Did you see some guy 3D printed his own braces? Like he scanned his teeth and then made a mold of like what his teeth he wanted them to look like.
Yeah.
And then for $60, 3D printed his own braces and fixed his teeth.
Huh. Bye-bye,
You know how much dentists charge for that?
Yeah, a lot.
Can we talk, speaking of which, can we talk about your one thing you put on prep today?
Oh,
your
yeah.
automated machine people?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's hear it.
You talk about it. You know what it is. I watched the video on YouTube, and the guy was talking about automation and robots and stuff, how it's going to affect about, 30% of just all the jobs that are there to
So
get.
it's literally just about how the automated workforce is going to kill the normal
Just
worker.
basically, our social hierarchy is somewhat based on our position at work and how much we make in
Right.
money and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And so if people just don't have jobs to do, how are they going to live?
Elon Musk talks, because he's a futurist,
Mhm.
you know, he talks all the time about how at some point in the near future, near relative, like less than 100 years near future, there's going to have to be a minimum wage check for everyone in the country
that was the
to be
proposed
paid,
idea.
because there won't be enough jobs for as many people as there are on the
Right.
planet.
Yep. I think Alaska's doing that at the moment. They
Yeah,
offer
he said
tax
some place
credits.
was doing it, where they basically just give you money
Another
for
foreign
living.
country I know is doing it
Yeah,
too.
there was
like,
a country. I don't remember who it
Denmark
was.
or
but
somebody like that. But
they basically
yeah.
just give you a minimum living wage, and it's just basically a guaranteed paycheck
So
for existing. Yeah.
It was over the next 10 years, about 30% of all available jobs just that are currently available, not
Right.
to mention the increase in population that we'll have in that amount of time. But that 30% of just every job, like mainly in manufacturing, farming, stuff like
Which
that.
is the bulk
automation,
of our jobs. Like
even.
most people don't do what we do, which
Yeah.
is brain based.
Mhm.
Most people in the world work with their hands.
Yes.
And those are the jobs that are most at risk.
Yep. Because, they used to, once robots came about, they used to, need people to fix the robots if
Right.
the robots break. But now robots and AI and everything
Right,
like
well,
that,
and the
they're going
more
to
they
eventually
develop
learn how to
AI
figure themselves out.
Well, and there's
and
they're
fix
building,
themselves.
they're not even really doing AI, but it's kind of the same thing as AI. Like, it's neural network learning or something like that, where basically a bunch of small AIs all talk to each other and they collaborate, and then they spit out the best answer. And so it's a bunch of like IBM Watsons get together and they compute and average out the most likely thing, and is like correct like almost all the time. And that's crazy. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, no, I heard that a robot beat, I forget what the game was, but there's a game that involves, it's not chess, but it's more complicated than chess, because chess only has like a set amount of moves.
Chinese checkers.
Eventually that you could get to, but it was like a creative game or something like that, and it beat like the world's fastest person at doing that game. And it's just like, they're going to be able to learn and fix it.
Well, and the point is that like at some point you're going to be doing like a graphic design thing, and someone's going to be able to tell a computer, I want these things, and the computer will just analyze what she said, average it all together, and then there it is.
I mean, there's already programs that kind of do that.
Yeah.
I don't think they do it like with AI, but they have set like templates, I'm sure, that just do it.
Right. But this is like
this would
from
be
scratch.
AI
We'll just do
would
it.
Just
Right.
combine. Yep. I don't know, man. It's going to be pretty crazy. I feel like that's one thing that we'll never really let robots do would be art, because art's
I don't know, man.
not robotic.
Well, you
It's
think
more
about
of a
all
human spirit
the
kind of
post-apocalyptic movies,
Yeah.
there is no more art.
Yeah.
I
mean, well, when you cut funding to it
Yeah.
in your country,
Well,
then maybe there won't be.
And art is kind of subjective, so maybe we'll have art that's very robotic looking.
Yeah. I mean, robots in general are pieces of art.
They are.
anyway, So
Yeah.
it's just, I don't know. There will be things that stick around that obviously humans are going to have to do, but I mean, it's just going to be, we're going to get there to where we're Wall-E. I watched that last night. We're fucking Wall-E.
Yeah.
Every robot does everything. We just live.
Right. Well, I saw this. There was a guy who went to a McDonald's, had an automated ordering machine, Like they have those, they're rolling those out now. And he ordered a fillet of fish, and he ordered it with no bun, no lettuce, no fillet patty, and no tartar sauce. So he ordered it with no sandwich. And the machine spit out an empty box and then crashed.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Like he paid for it, everything. Like the transaction went through, it made his food, a box came out, and it said no bun, no meat patty, whatever, and it was empty inside because that's what he ordered. But then the program crashed.
Wow.
Because it didn't know how to compute that.
That's the biggest troll.
Isn't that great?
Just, yeah.
And there's going to be a whole bunch of people like that just, their whole job is to
Mess it
troll
up,
the robots. So, but yeah.
We already got them in stores and stuff, man. That self-checkout. Just
Yep.
wait until they can grab and move stuff.
Dude,
and
I
then
can't
they'll be
wait. I hate
putting
moving
it in
my arms.
bags. I know.
My arms are
Just
so
get in that
hot-
chair and
so
Wall-E
heavy.
and just live.
Yep. Just drink shakes.
That's
All
life.
day, man.
That's life.
Yeah. Well, with VR, man, you lay back in your chair and
There
be a
you go.
Jedi.
That's
That's
my
for your dream,
life.
dude.
We'll get there.
All right, I'm gonna play Headspin.
Not in my life.
Let's end this ridiculous show.
In my future life.
Your future life is to be a Jedi Knight.
Yep.
That's your entire purpose on this planet. It's okay, man.
Live the Jedi code.
I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that.
People actually do that.
Oh, there's people out there that do everything.
There's a person, they do something.
And the problem is that they're probably like in their 40s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sad.
Yep.
Sad. We're talking real sad right now with this high music.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening. We did an episode today about nothing.
Nothing.
So we're just as good as Seinfeld, which was a show about nothing.
Which is good.
Yeah.
That means we're consistent.
Yep. Next week, we promise we will be back, but we can't promise that the show will be better. Because really, our show's just about what's happening. And honestly, the entire show today was about movies, and Colby didn't like any of them. And so I don't know what I'm going to prep for next week. So I hope Trump does something crazy that we could talk about for 2 hours, but I almost guarantee you he will.
Probably.
That's where we live.
Most likely.
So thank you guys for listening. We're going to be back Sunday, 2 o'clock Central Time at duo.com/live, DEWOH.com/live. Like the do on a leaf and O when Cameron told me he wasn't going to change the name to Big Kiwi. And we're going to keep Duo because it was good. That's what I have to say about that. So, check it out. Subscribe to us on iTunes.
Do it.
We're up there now. The links are there at duo.com/Seth and Colby. Go check them out. Go subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher. Buy a t-shirt. You know, all those nice things.
We got cool t-shirts.
We do have cool t-shirts. I assume. I think there's actually just like 3 up there.
There's cool ones.
But Colby might
Any
make
of
more.
them.
He could make more.
Any of them.
He won't, but he could.
Just get one.
Just buy one. It all goes to Cameron's pocket, actually, and then I'll have to hit him up for money, which will be great.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
Give us money, Cameron.
Yep, give us money, even if we don't sell
all
shirts.
of the money.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.